Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Time for the energy focus for the week. Come on in and join me. Going live here on Facebook. I'm in the Empowered Spirit Circle. Come on in and join me. Let me know you're here. Give me a thumbs up. Time to center our energy for the week. Lots to talk about, as usual. Come on in and join me. Gonna come over here on Instagram. Hey, hey, hey. Come on in and join me. Energy focus for the week. Let me know you're here. Let me know if you're watching it later. Time to center the energy. Time to look at what's going on in the cosmos. Set some intentions. We got a full moon coming in. A big old full moon. Big old full moon coming in on Wednesday. So come on in for a few minutes. Join me. See what's going on. Let me know you're here. Hey, Carla. Hey, Kika. Come on in and join me. Terry Ann Hyman here. This is my Empowered Spirit Show where I come on live every Sunday, just about. Talk about what's going on in the world, the week, the podcast, all those many things that's going on. Yes, crazy, crazy week. But the good news is we are out of Mercury retrograde. We're also out of some of the other retrogrades, the Pluto, the Saturn. All of this energy is starting to move forward, and we're going to start to notice a big shift in energy. So much is happening. We've got a full moon coming in. We've got an eclipse next month, and we're going to see lots of energy being shooken up. Yes, definitely. Lots going on. So first and foremost, the podcast. Great podcast. Gosh, because it took me back to when I lived in New York for 9/11. Great guest. Kushal Koski. Kushal Koski, let me say that again. He wrote a book on a wing and a prayer talking about being a survivor of being in the trade towers, getting out, what it took to get out, and then what he went through, all the spiritual energy that came up for him, reluctantly showing up for a meditation class that changed his life. Definitely a very beautiful written story. Check it out. He also now is part of a chocolate company, him and his wife. So from Wall Street to chocolate and all the things in between. Really inspiring story on a wing and a prayer. Great podcast. Check it out. And a big shout out to my sponsor, Forecast Salon. I had a great day in there a couple of weeks ago doing my hair, putting some color in. They are a hair salon in Homewood, Alabama, dedicated to making a movement in the beauty industry, focusing on education, fashion, and creativity. Yes, creativity. To train their stylists to bring the best out for their guests. Definitely find them on Instagram at Forecast Salon or online at theforecastsalon.com. Beautiful shout out to them. So appreciative. All right. What is going on? What are you noticing? Are you noticing yourself in challenge? Are you noticing yourself moving through? There is a lot of the darkness of energy. There's a lot of the shadow. Let's look at it that way. Shadow. All that energy that came up during the retrograde. All right. So now that it's moving out, now we're being asked to really take action. All right. This full moon coming up is in Aries. All right. And we've got that Mars energy of Aries coming in. Mars is like that spiritual warrior, action, fire. So now we're taking what we learned and we're going to start to move forward. All right. It's been a rough year. Raise your hand. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't felt it. I mean, come on. We've all felt it. So right now, really understanding your energy, what's inside of you, what's fueling that fire for you, all is so very, very important. So this full moon is going to shine the light on it. We're moving direct. We're coming out of it. All right, getting lots of hearts on that one. Knowing that Aries is here, this full moon, especially coming out of all of this retrograde energy, is here to tell us that you are on a mission, you have a purpose. It's time to find that soul vibration, to lift your energy up, to really move through it. All right, we're not out of the waters, but how you choose to recognize this, how you choose to go inside yourself, and that is really key. Definitely what we talked about in the podcast, pulling your energy in, knowing what works and knowing what doesn't. Really, really important. This full moon is going to help you recognize the way in which you pursue your purpose. All right, anything that's in your way of doing that, all right, that's where you're going to have some struggle. So as we talked about even last week on the podcast, when that pain comes up, when that struggle comes up, that's the time to go within. That's the time to understand what's underneath this. What is my lesson? How have I persevered? And how have I struggled? All right, I know for me, I have been through so many struggles. And each one has taught me something new, really. Today, I have to give a shout out to Cindy Dale. I've been studying with her all year in our advanced energy work, learning so much about my own vibration and the way in which I can rise above those struggles. It's not easy. I cry a lot, but then boy, I move through and I use those techniques to come into the heart and open up. And I will say, teaching me more and more about my own path, more and more about that inner part of me that is like bursting open, that wants to stand strong, that wants to help others and serve and work in this energy. We're going to need it. All right, already just forecasting ahead, once we hit those eclipses in November into January, February, the nodes are shifting, astrologically things are changing. We're going to be faced with more. But we are in this Aquarian energy. We are in a spiritual awakening. So finding your spirit, finding the way to trust it. All right, I feel like I'm on my soapbox. Finding a way to trust that inner guidance is really, really important. And the only way we can do that is to slow down, to take some time each day. All right, last week, Ram Lev saying, just start with a minute a day. All right, and this week we've got Kushal saying like 20 minutes. So somewhere in between, you're the one that has to know that. And now it's time to set up new, let's call them habits, new rituals, new habits, things that can help guide you into this way. Guide you into knowing more of yourself. What do you like? What don't you like? Really, really important that each of us understands that. All right, this week, we're going to start off pretty much with a big bang, like move through it. We're going to feel that emotional energy of the full moon. Pay attention to whatever signals are coming in. Pay attention. Don't just think oh, is that a sign? Maybe I should follow it. Yes. Notice what's coming in. Don't be so quick to shift everything that you aren't paying attention to the signs coming in. Really, really important. Also, with some of this full moon, you already may start to feel it with that emotional body. If you're like me, already starting to feel it. But this is a good idea and a good time to really ask yourself as you move into these next few days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, where have you waged war on yourself? All right, are you hard on yourself? Are you criticizing yourself? And this energy of the full moon with this Mars and Aries energy, it's going to help you really recognize, take a breath. All right, Mars and Aries, that energy is fire. Libra is the sun sign. Libra's more air. So where can you kind of cool it down a little bit, not be so hard on yourself, but really give the attention that you need and listening to that inner guidance? That's really what we want to do as we build this week. Wednesday's a full moon. Really intense, especially after all that Mercury retrograde, the other retrogrades. It's really a time to open up to your light, put those intentions out there, and with that direct motion, we're going to feel like, almost like a new beginning. All right, like new opportunities are going to start to come forward. You're going to feel a swiftness coming in, especially if you've been clearing out. All right, if you haven't been doing your work, haven't been cutting those cords, haven't been letting go of your own energy, you're going to have to get through your own drama. And really right now is the time to get out of your drama and to really start to make those changes we all seek. All right, we all know we're not going back to where it was at COVID. Believe me, I've grieved it myself. I miss my studio. I miss some of that, but new opportunities will come in. So you have to just do the work. It's not hard. We use these amazing fun techniques. Maybe it's hard if you have to reprocess stuff, but with Reiki, with tapping, EFT, and even the tarot, I've been looking at my cards every day, asking the questions. That's what's going to help you, and that's what can have more amusement into this struggle and into the challenges we're all going through. I always say spirit loves amusement. So when we use the rites, the Reiki, intuition, tarot, EFT, stones and crystals, when you use all that energy, it's opening up energy for your growth and for the evolution that we're all in. Don't forget, we're in the age of Aquarius now. We're just at the beginning. We all wished it was going to be so much love and so much easiness and ease and effortlessness. We have to work through it. We have to break the old systems, which is what we're still doing. It's kind of like we're stretching, and we have not come back to center yet, but we are working on it. So doing your work right now is really important. Do a ceremony on Wednesday. We're actually having a Reiki Circle. If you're local to Birmingham, DM me. Find it on Reiki Southeast. They're on Instagram now. It's the Reiki Association of the Southeast. We're really just starting to open up in our new space. Let me know if you want information. But it is a time on Wednesday to get out, to celebrate, to magnify this energy of spiritual awakening out into the world, exactly where we are right now. So tend to your ceremonies. Do those things that you need to do so that you can bring it forward. So as we go to start this week, just to kind of review what we said, I know I say a lot, beginning of the week is really where you're going to feel some of the forward motion of that Mars energy, forward motion of the Aries, forward motion of coming out of the retrograde. Wednesday, you're going to feel the magnitude of that full moon. And then as you go towards the weekend, it's like all that energy is building to release. So just careful. Careful of disagreements. Careful of what your word is saying, all right? We won't have the same kind of energy at the end of the week as we have the beginning. So really just pay attention. Notice where you are in your own process of doing this work. Really, really important, all right? Wake up to your spirit. Take some time to go within, whether it's 1 minute or 20 minutes each and every day. Build that discipline for you, and you will start to notice a shift in how you listen, a shift in the messages coming in, and building that trust within your own inner guidance. All right, let's just take all of that wisdom, cosmic forces, bring it in. Take a few moments and ground with me, centering your energy. So wherever you are, if you can, for a moment, just close the eyes. Taking a nice deep inhale and exhale. Presencing your spirit. So important. Just presence that energy right now and already notice how that feels as you call it in. Presencing my spirit. Connecting with the greater spirit, source, creator, God, however you look at that. We are all one. Dropping into the heart. Know that you are known. Know that you are loved. And from that place of the deepest part of your heart, the God seed energy, right there, just open the heart. As you call in all of your guides, the masters, the archangels, the crystal beings, calling in your own spirit guides. And ask that they work with you and through you to surround you and protect you as you open up to the light of the full moon as you move through this week. Taking a moment, grounding, feeling yourself in this energy of the fall for those of us in this hemisphere, opposite for those down under. The fall is found in the direction of the west, where the sun sets. So imagine seeing yourself in that sunset with the beautiful colors, lifting your vibration as you honor your day, you honor the struggles. That's where we learn our lessons, and offering gratitude for where you are right now. Calling into the west, the north, the east, and the south, above you, below you, right into the very center, right into that God spot, opening the heart with your intention for this week, for this beautiful full moon, this light coming in, amazing light coming in every day. And allow yourself to see it, hear it, feel it, know it, as you elevate those emotions and radiate out through the auric field, feeling it all around you, all through the auric field, all through that energy egg. Radiate it out as you magnetize your auric field with your intention this week. Inhaling, just presence that energy for one more moment. Feel the joy, the abundance, the prosperity, the light of the moon. Imagine it just shining down, radiating all through your auric field. The biofield, that incorporates it all. One more deep inhale and exhale. Bringing the awareness back. Coming back. It's so beautiful when you feel the presence of your spirit around you. So allowing that energy to be around you as we go to look for the cards. First one that comes up, all right, this is pretty common for where we are. Not common, but okay. 5 of water. So this is that emotional energy, the conflict, feeling like you've been betrayed or feeling a little bit of that negative energy. So this is just like, oh my gosh, can I ever get through it? Well, you can. This is where change occurs. So don't be afraid to go into the shadows. Don't be afraid to feel that. That's also the full moon. Noticing what's your energy and what's not. Let go of the excess energy. All right, look, she's almost crying. But look around her. Growth. Things are working. We have to remind ourselves that through change, 5, that's the energy of 5, 6 will come, which is harmony, but work through this first. Notice your full moon energy. Notice the emotions. So the way in which we find the clarity for that, the first card is the High Priestess. Love this. All right, this is like know your wisdom. Check in with the mystery schools. Bring all that wisdom from all your many lives. Like sit in your throne. Hold that book of knowledge in your hands. Choose the page that needs to come out for you right now. Deep within us. Deep within you. You've traveled through many lifetimes. That's what the High Priestess is about. Owning the wisdom of the mystery schools, which can help move through that conflict and change for you. I know for me, I've been through it this last month. Returning to those teachings, returning to my practice is guiding me through. I offer the same to you. All right, the second card is a healing card, 3 of air. All right, so this is like a little bit of healing. So air is the mental, but yet we still have some of that hard energy. But it's how you think about it, how you struggle in the mind over where your heart is. That fight we do, the heart, the mind, the heart, the mind. Clear the mind. All right, this is about clearing the mind, then the heart energy will follow. Some of that energy coming from that full moon, air, Libra's air. So allow yourself to do some healing. As you go to work with that full moon energy, allow the excess, the darkness to fall away. The third card, it's the 10 of water, which is generally a really beautiful celebration, but it's reversed. When it's reversed, it's like not recognizing all the beautiful things you have in your life. We tend to as humans. I know I do it too. We tend to as humans look to the bad. Only remember the negative instead of really honoring what we've done, what we've built, what our practice is, what our work is, what our family is. So what do you need to do when they come reverse? I always like to ask this question. What do you need to do to turn this around for yourself? Come to the fullness, tensor that fullness so that you can begin again, but honoring all the many things. Okay, so maybe you had a hard month. I know I did, but that doesn't mean my whole year has been horrible. It's been challenging, but have I learned a lot? Yes, and that's what we want to recognize. What emotional energy, what emotional growth have you been through? As you recognize this, you can move through the conflict and change because that's our experience. Nothing lasts forever. All emotions are moving and changing. No emotion is ever final. Use the wisdom of your soul to help you move through it, to know what teachings you need right now. Do a little healing. Clear the mind. This is where I would say tap. Use emotional freedom technique. Tap it out. That helps to bring the body back into the present. One of my favorite techniques when that happens. And then turn this around with gratitude. As we say in Reiki, just for today. Honor where you're at. Honor where you're at, all right? We're talking about in my class today, like anxiety. Sometimes my spirit can get way ahead of me, and that just creates so much more anxiety. When we come back into the just for today, the presence of energy, you'll notice the anxiety goes away. All right? So take a breath. Let me know how that settles with you. I got a lot of hearts and all. If you'd like a card, if you have a question for guidance, post it in the chat or over here on the Instagram, post it there. All right, as I let this catch up, I do have a few announcements. So this Wednesday is a Reiki Circle. Already said that. Yes, Kika, you can. DM me if you want more information or look into my, it's on my bio, Reiki 1 class. Wait, before we get to November, I also will be at Ritual Shelter. Give a beautiful shout out to Ritual Shelter in Homewood this Saturday, reading cards. Yay, I love Jennifer and everybody over there. The Saturday of the 30th, I'm going to be doing a trunk show with my jewelry, taking orders for custom pieces, working with the elements, fire, air, earth, and water. Fire is new directions. Air is that success and prosperity. Water is love, attracting love. Oh, those hearts just came all up. And fire, I think it says new directions. Earth, grounding. I don't know, I messed them all up now. But at any rate, I will be taking custom orders. So you can choose what you want for a necklace. So much fun at Ritual Shelter on the 30th. All right, then Reiki 1, November 6th and 7th. All right, my last Reiki 1 class of the year. However, I'm about to announce a Reiki Retreat in the spring in Costa Rica. Super excited. Yes, more on that as well. And then the Intuitive Path, my powerful winter program. That will be starting. Waitlist is open. I'll be announcing that again. That starts for January. We go through the winter season. We'll be doing some stuff on the winter solstice. Very powerful. Very powerful time to connect. That's my group program. So much coming up as we move to the end of the year. All right, Kika, card for you. Kika, Ace of Earth. All right, this is a very positive card. This is a card about opening up to new energy. And the Earth is like that work plane. That's how I like to look at it in this deck. So this is about opening up to some new work for you coming in. So put that intention out there, all right? New work. Ace of Earth. Potential. New potential. All right, let me know how that feels. Ava, we got the Tower card. All right, when we go through changes, many times things does need to let go and fall down to build up again. When it shows up, it's an opportunity to ask yourself, what can I let go of? All right, what can I let go of? And as you open up to all this new work you're doing, your spiritual counseling now, your programs, your intuitive coaching, if you post it for me, I'll remember. But know that some of the other stuff will fall away, all right? You've been doing awesome work. Keep it up. Know some other stuff will fall away, and that will help you to break down what isn't working anymore. All right, Carla, and then Mercedes. Carla, we got the Hanged Man. I love this card. Love it so much. I was talking about this on Friday. Hanged Man is an opportunity to surrender, and when you surrender, then you can find a new perspective, all right? So it's a great opportunity to hang upside down. Look at all that energy that comes to the crown so that you can find a new perspective on whatever it is that you'd like to look at. All right, Mercedes. Hey, Mercedes. Mercedes, Mother of Water. This is a beautiful card. This is all about finding that nurturing balance between work and home. All right, and you can do both. You can find the balance. This is a very nurturing card. People are attracted to you. They want some of your heart energy. So really holding on to that for you is a beautiful way to open up to that. All right? All right. Kika, thank you. You are welcome. Got a heart from Unleashed with Ava. All right. If I missed you, let me know. Thanks. You're welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. So it is a time of change, you guys. It just is. And so we have to do the work. But it's not hard. We just have to do it. Just sit with it. Be quiet. Open up to your own guidance. You will notice changes coming forward. You really will. You're welcome, Mercedes. Thank you for joining me. All right, everybody, a busy week with that full moon coming in. Don't let it get you. All right, make sure you clear your energy each and every day. Get you some selenite. Clear away the excess energy. That's all there is to it. Energy follows intentions. You can do it. So take a moment. Take all of this in. Allow yourself to be guided within. Trust your inner guidance as you align with the light of the full moon coming in. Check out the podcast. Thanks again for joining me. Have a great week. To your spirit, namaste.